Paul Kagame, president of Rwanda, has been a strong critic of the colonial borders imposed on African nations. He believed that these artificial boundaries drawn by European powers during colonization have contributed to much of the continent's political instability and conflict. Kagame advocates for African unity and regional integration as a way to transcend the divisions created by colonial borders.
Indeed, Africa is capable of coming together to solve our own problems. But of course, I want to urge our leaders also to make sure that some of the things that stand in our way, that are actually not too difficult to address, should not continue to be the case. We need to fix our politics, our governance, and it all begins with mindset and clarity of vision. Like when people talk about AfCFTA and intra-African trade, how low it is, and so on and so forth, the first thing that comes to mind is lack of free movement. Why should there be anything like that? Why shouldn't there be free movement of people, goods and services? The focus should be on supporting small and medium enterprises. The reason is simple. These businesses and the women and young people that own them are the backbone of Africa's economy. But they shouldn't remain small and medium. They need to grow. Building a single continent market does not happen overnight. A lot of progress has been made, but the road is still long. Even in the face of challenges, we need to be consistent and think outside of the box. That is the formula for success. Working together, there is nothing we cannot achieve. The intra-African trade, how low it is, and so on and so forth. The first thing that comes to mind is lack of free movement. Why should there be anything like that? Why shouldn't there be free movement of people, goods and services? Why? Why shouldn't people of one country freely move across the border to another country, across the whole continent? What is the issue? In the end, we agree we are brothers and sisters and same people that have same needs. But in the end, the lack of this freedom of people to move freely, well, I'm talking about moving freely across borders. Some people don't move freely within their own borders. And it really is all about politics that can be fixed, and we must fix it. We now live in a complex and ever-changing world. But there are a lot of opportunities for us to take advantage of. As a continent, how well we adapt will depend on how strongly connected we are and on the value we add to our collective wealth. The good news is that integration in Africa is ongoing, and already we can see positive results. But we can do more, and we can do faster, go faster. Over 30 countries are now participating in the guided trade initiative. Rwanda is happy to be among the first countries to join this pilot. Governments need to continue doing their part to create an enabling environment for business. Removing non-tariff barriers should remain a priority, as well as facilitating cross-border movement. Reducing freight, logistics, and logistic costs would also be a game changer. Africa has some of the highest in the world. The costs of freight and logistics, that is. Rwanda, our national carrier, is providing an affordable service to the private sector to expand their reach on the continent. I want to thank the Ethiopian Airlines. I'm told the CEO is here among us as an honored guest because of what they are doing to connect Africa and beyond, and we need to join them because even with so much work they are doing, still Africa is begging to be connected. The focus should be on supporting small and medium enterprises. The reason is simple. These businesses and the women and young people that own them are the backbone of Africa's economy. But they shouldn't remain small and medium. They need to grow. Building a single continent market does not happen overnight. A lot of progress has been made, but the road is still long. Even in the face of challenges, we need to be consistent and think outside of the box. That is the formula for success. Working together, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being with us here today. I hope you enjoy your stay, and I wish you a very productive meeting. Thank you for your kind attention.
And we thank you, Your Excellency.
To understand Kagame's stance, let's first take a look at the historical context. During the Berlin Conference of 1884 and 1885, European powers divided Africa into colonies, creating borders that completely disregarded ethnic, cultural, and geographical realities on the ground. This partition left deep scars as it grouped diverse communities together or split ethnic groups between different territories, planting the seed for future conflict. Paul Kagame has been one of the most vocal African leaders criticizing these borders. He argues that they are artificial construct that continues to harm Africa's progress by fostering division, creating tensions, and perpetuating conflict. According to Kagame, these borders were designed to serve colonial interests, not the well-being of Africans, and they remain a legacy of foreign domination. Kagame's solution to overcoming the challenge posed by colonial borders is simple: African unity. He believed that the continent must focus on integration rather than division. Kagame is a proponent of pan-Africanism, advocating for deeper political and economic collaboration among African nations. For him, it is only through unity that Africa can achieve its full potential and break free from the limitation of the past. Under Kagame's leadership, Rwanda has been a driving force for regional integration in East Africa. As a strong supporter of the initiative like the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, Kagame believed that breaking down barriers to trade, movement, and cooperation is essential for Africa's economic independence and growth. He has consistently called on African countries to look beyond the borders drawn by colonialists and instead work towards collective development. For Kagame, the key lesson for future generations of African leaders is to stop being bound by colonial-era divisions. He encourages young Africans to reject the mindset of being trapped by history and to embrace the idea of a borderless Africa, where cooperation across nations drives progress, peace, and prosperity. Paul Kagame's view on colonial borders are a powerful call for unity, progress, and a departure from the division of the past. If you found this video insightful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on African politics and leadership. Bye for now.